So, this might sound sort of racist, but my dad's one quarter Native American. And so I grew up sort of hating Native Americans. I really didn't like my dad. And my brother, I didn't really hate my brother. Sometimes I really disliked him. Maybe I hated him sometimes. He's part Native American as well. They're very stubborn, but not in like a, I don't know, like you don't want to fight one usually. I mean, sure I do. Like, sure I want to fight a Native American, but I just sort of hate them. My brother wasn't so bad. Usually he just read books. He's very good at reading books. And he's mostly white, so he has blonde hair. For the longest time, he had dark brown, almost very Native American hair. Now it's like a light blonde color. I don't really know what changed the color of his hair. I just know that your hair color can change depending on your mood, or your attitude, or whatever the hell. My hair color changed to a darker color. It used to be a light blonde. Now it's like I dyed it, so it's a light blonde right now. But at the roots, where the natural color is coming in, it's like a black, dark brown color. So I almost have black hair now, I think. Let me look. Yeah, it's like almost black. Which is why I think I'm part Okinawan. And I learned Okinawan karate, so I figure somebody might have known something about my heritage when they offered me a place learning Okinawan karate. Maybe. But that's neither here nor there. I'm white, anyway. It's like the worst thing in the world to be white nowadays. I think the main reason isn't even social or anything. I think the main reason is because the polar ice caps are melting and the world's getting warmer. That's the main reason. That's one reason, at least. That's the biospherical reason, I suppose. Probably the main reason, if you really think about it, in my opinion, at least. I mean, there's a reason that all the Mexicans and Hispanics can migrate north now. That's because it's not so cold. They can't do well in the cold. I mean, sure they can, but they're not adapted for it like white folk are. Like, if you imagine, like, a white person living in a jungle, like, yeah, they can, but it's really hard, probably. Depending on your genetics. I get really tan. And I almost look black. Probably the Italian. I don't even know. I might have some African genetics too. I'm probably a little bit mixed race. I don't even know. I'm not really Asian. I'm not really black. I look white. But I do, my eyes though. My eyes are like almond shaped, kind of, so they almost look sort of Eastern European, Asian, or something. I don't have any Eastern European genes according to my DNA test, though, but I do know that I have some Scandinavian genetics, and they had a lot of Asians. So, and they even had some black people up there, so I could have, and so did the Italians and the Spanish. So it's hard to say. I don't know. The DNA test didn't go into that much detail. But anyway, I circled back around on the Native American business I wanted to talk about. I really grew up like hating them, because it was always in my face, that my dad's just Native American. He's just yelling at me all the time, and he's crazy. And then you got my brother who just always laughed at me, always. I remember there was one time when he wanted to play with me. And then I told him, no, I don't want to play right now. And then he just wouldn't talk to me for days. And I don't know if that's like a Native American thing, but they just seem stubborn or something. I don't know what it is. It's like they hate or something. So it's not even hate, though. It's like an emptiness. And I don't know what that is. It's probably nothing to do with being Native American, but it probably has everything to do with decisions you make in your mind, I suppose, about what you're going to feel. I don't know. My brother was always he was either emotional or very unemotional. And I always wore my heart on my sleeve. Very hard for me not to get along with people. And I'm in an area now where you got to be a little bit tougher. Otherwise you'll get jumped or you'll get hurt somehow by somebody else. You got to be a little bit tougher. It's 25% African American, That's the population of the city I'm in. It's 70% white, 5% Asian, 25% African, basically. Basically, that's what it is. So I try to stick by the Asians, and I live in a white community too, but also right next to a black community. Not sure you could call them communities really, but just buildings, houses. And it's not too bad where I live, but the whole city is a little bit crime-ridden. The guy down the hall from me had a gun pulled on him. Last year? I don't remember when he said he got the gun pulled on him, but he's walking through some Hispanic territory. I forgot about the Hispanics. Yeah, they make up like 10%, so fewer whites than what I thought. But anyway. I think it's 10%. Not sure. Doesn't really matter. Sure it does, but yeah. I think about these things because there's a lot of gangs. I'm not in a gang. I'm just sort of a lone wolf. And nobody's messed with me. People have talked to me. People always come up and talk to me. It's been that way for a long time, which is it's a good thing, but it's a good thing that people come up and talk to me. But you never know what to expect, You just gotta. Everybody wants to be a quote unquote attractive, but you attract the wrong people sometimes if you're attractive. So Maybe. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know. I pray to God, and I hope I don't get killed, or worse, or less than that. Anyway, I gotta go. See ya. Oh yeah, I should mention this too. I just about got jumped by a 6 foot tall, maybe 6 foot 1 inch tall black man. Anyway, he got up behind me, and I noticed him before he managed to do anything, if he was intending to do anything. I don't know. It wasn't clear whether or not he was, but that was the instinct I had with this guy. I saw him again. That's when we were downstairs in my apartment building. When I went upstairs, he approached from the opposite end of the hallway, and as soon as he got close to me, I felt as if he was gonna turn and try to hit or grab me, but I looked him in the eyes and made it clear that I wouldn't let him do that. That was the instinct I had anyway. I think that's what happened, and he didn't do it. So he might have just been passing by for all I know, but my instinct told me that it was a little bit more than that. Something else, I mean. Anyway, I just wanted to add that in there. This is an exciting night.